Gentlemen, let me begin by sharing something profound that far too many men go their entire lives without fully grasping. There isn't just one generic way to touch a woman that magically works every time. Instead, there are specific, often overlooked areas on her body that serve as powerful emotional gateways. Places where a gentle, intentional touch can awaken deep feelings of safety, trust, understanding, and connection long before any purely physical arousal even begins to stir. I'm a relationship psychologist with more than 2 decades of hands-on experience working directly with hundreds of couples from every walk of life. Newlyweds still discovering each other, long-term partners who've grown distant, older couples reigniting sparks they thought were lost forever, and everyone in between. Over all these years in my office, one pattern has repeated itself endlessly. Most men simply don't know these zones exist, or if they do, they approach them instinctively rather than mindfully. Today, I'm going to lay it all out for you clearly, honestly, and practically. No fluff, no vague theories, no empty hype. Just the real insights drawn from emotional safety. Why it comes before physical touch psychology, neuroscience, real client stories, and what actually moves the needle in relationships. Before we dive deeper, let me pose a straightforward but revealing question. Do you truly know where, and more importantly, how your partner wants to be touched in a way that makes her feel emotionally seen, cherished, and secure? I'm not referring to the obvious go-to spots that dominate most conversations about intimacy. I'm talking about the subtle, powerful places that open her heart first, creating a foundation of emotional safety that allows everything else to flow naturally and profoundly. So many men sit across from me and confidently say, "I know my woman very well. We've been together for years." Yet, when I gently press with this exact question, the room often falls quiet. The truth is, no one handed us an instruction manual for this. Society rarely teaches it, and even the women who crave these touches deeply may not always put them into clear words. Instead, they express those needs through body language, through the way she leans in slightly, through lingering eye contact, through subtle shifts in posture, or even through quiet sighs that many men completely overlook or misinterpret. That's why today, I'm going to walk you through 7 key emotional touch zones in much greater detail than you've probably ever heard before. These aren't random body parts. They are doorways to the revealing question most men can't answer: her inner world. When you learn to approach them with genuine presence, patience, and care, your touch transforms from something mechanical into a true language of love and connection. Your hands become more than physical. They become a way of saying, "I see you fully, I honor you, and I'm here with you completely." But first, a vital clarification that comes up in nearly every session I have. After 20 plus years of this work, one truth stands out above all. For most women, pleasure and desire do not start with physical mechanics. They start with emotional safety. Far too many men operate on pure instinct, assuming that hitting the right spot will automatically spark passion. From her perspective, though, that kind of touch can sometimes feel rushed, one-sided, or even disconnected. You might wonder why her responses have cooled over time, why she doesn't melt into you the way she once did, or why intimacy feels more routine than electric. The answer is often surprisingly simple. What feels instinctive and exciting to you may not yet carry the emotional weight she needs to fully open up. Women respond most powerfully to intention, awareness, and full presence. When she senses with every fiber of her being that you are truly there, not just going through motions, but genuinely caring about her zone 1, hands. Building trust and bonding experience in that moment, her entire nervous system begins to relax and trust. Her body follows where her heart leads. One of my former clients, a woman in her 40s who'd felt emotionally invisible in her long marriage, put it perfectly in one session. "Don't just touch me to touch me. Let me feel that you're really there with me first. Present, patient, and without any agenda. That single sentence captures what so many women feel, but rarely say outright. This isn't primarily about physical technique. It's about creating psychological safety first, opening that inner door gently so she can step through willingly. Now, let's explore these 7 zones one by one with the kind of depth and nuance that can genuinely change how you connect. Zone 1. The hands. The gateway to trust. We begin here because it's the most underestimated yet one of the most powerful. A woman's hands are profoundly linked to her emotional core. When you take her hands slowly, interlace your fingers with intention, or trace gentle patterns along her palm and fingers with your thumb, you're doing far more than holding skin. You're communicating deep understanding and security. Neuroscience Zone 2. Nape of the neck. Instant relaxation backs this. Gentle hand contact reliably releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone that fosters trust, reduces stress, and strengthens emotional ties. In my practice, I've seen couples who've been married 30-plus years keep their bond alive simply by continuing to hold hands during walks, movies, or quiet evenings. It's no accident ongoing hand-holding literally rewires the brain for closeness. One small but crucial detail many men miss: neglected or rough hands can shatter the moment. Keep yours clean, warm, and well cared for. It signals respect and thoughtfulness. Zone 2, the nape of the neck, the place of deep relaxation, right at the hairline where the neck meets the scalp. Tension hides unconsciously for so many women. A slow feather-light touch here, perhaps your fingertips brushing upward into her hair or your warm palm resting gently, allows her body to release held stress without a single word. This isn't about arousal in the classic sense. It's about soothing the nervous system and building profound trust. I recall a client in his late 50s who felt completely disconnected from his wife. One evening, Zone 3, lower back, grounded protection and freedom. With no expectations, he simply placed his hand softly on the nape of her neck as she stood gazing out the window. She paused, exhaled deeply, turned to him with softened eyes, and something long buried began to reopen. That one quiet gesture bridged years of distance. Zone 3, the lower back, the anchor of stability and freedom position. Your hands here between her waist and hips, gently without gripping or pulling. This spot symbolizes grounded support. I'm here for you. You're safe with me. Yet you're completely free to be yourself. It's incredibly effective in everyday non-sexual moments. Standing behind her in the kitchen as she cooks, your chest lightly against her back, hands warm and steady. No pressure, no rush, just presence. This touch reassures her on a primal level that she's protected without being controlled. Zone 4, behind the ear and beneath the jawline, the area of true value. This highly sensitive region opens only when trust is already present. Use the lightest warmth, perhaps your breath or fingertips grazing softly. Too much force shuts it down. Gentle lightness invites it in. One woman shared with me, Zone 4, behind ear jawline, feeling deeply valued. This touch didn't just make me feel desired. It made me feel truly valued as a person. For countless women, feeling valued emotionally precedes feeling desired physically. Zone 5, between the shoulder blades, the shield of protection. This spot is often completely overlooked, yet it's psychologically loaded. It's an area she can't easily reach or see herself, symbolizing vulnerability. Resting your hand there calmly communicates, "I've got your back. You're safe to let down your guard." Her breathing slows, her mind quiets, and her nervous system downregulates. The beauty. It's inherently non-sexual, which makes its emotional impact even stronger. Zone 6, inner thighs near the knees. The respectful transition. Be crystal clear, this is not about rushing toward intimate areas. It's a bridge zone, close enough to hint at closeness, yet far enough to remain respectful and safe. Approach it slowly with open palms or light strokes signaling, I'm near. I. Zone 5, shoulder blades. I've got your back. Desire you, but I honor your timing completely. Many men bypass this entirely, jumping ahead and unintentionally eroding trust. Patience here rebuilds emotional security. Zone 7, the lower abdomen. Around the navel, the meeting of instinct and emotion. This one surprises most men, but it's where raw instinct and deep feeling converge. Place your hand there slowly, warmly, reverently, like cradling something sacred. When she allows this, she's granting access not just to her body, but to her innermost world. It demands absolute sincerity. Anything less feels invasive. Done right, it fosters an unparalleled sense of being fully accepted. Why do these zones create such powerful shifts? Zone 6, inner thighs, near knees, patient respect. Women's skin receptors in these areas are wired to process touch through both emotional and neurological lenses. Gentle, mindful contact here triggers significant oxytocin release, promoting trust, bonding, and openness. These aren't purely erogenous. They're emotional sensors that whisper to her body, this person is safe, present, and caring. Practical steps to make this real in your life. Always slow way down. Watch her breathing, her subtle reactions, her eyes. Use these in ordinary moments. Morning coffee, watching TV, walking together. Stay consistent. Be fully mentally present. No distractions. One client recently, Zone 7, lower abdomen. Sacred emotional instinct told me, I don't even know exactly what changed, but she suddenly feels so much closer. That's the magic. She may not consciously pinpoint it, but she feels the difference deeply. These 7 zones aren't magic buttons to press for instant results. They're doors to open with care, sincerity, and respect. Each intentional touch says, I see you completely. I value you. You matter to me more than words can express. And that's what women truly crave above all. Not flawless performance, not pressure, but authentic, heartfelt connection. It's never too late to start over. Sometimes one conscious, present touch. How to apply this daily for real results is all it takes to begin an entirely new chapter in your relationship. If this resonated with you and you want more insights like this to build deeper, more passionate connections, hit that like button, drop a comment below sharing which zone surprised you most, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an update. Turn on notifications too. Your relationship deserves every tool to thrive. Thank you for watching, gentlemen. Go make her feel truly seen.